Okay, this is my PIPX exhibition about aerodynamics. What I'm going to be talking about. My POI, how it is useful, how it works, survey answers, video, feedback, credits, and examples. My POI. My main topic is how the world works. My central idea is human design and robotic engineering promote efficiency. My lines of inquiry are the uses of aerodynamics and the workings of aerodynamics. My key concepts are function, change, and form, ATL skills, thinking skills, communicator skills, researching skills, learner profile, knowledgeable communicator. And the resources that I use to build my model are cardboard, tape, hot glue, and paint. Now you might be asking, how is it useful? Aerodynamics. The word comes from two Greek words, dynamics and aeros. This is something you see every day, planes, cars, helmets, etc. This scientific program is very important. It makes our life much more efficient. The science behind it is a bit complicated. Air goes on a flat or a smooth surface, pushing out the back of the object, making force. This force will keep on moving until this object has been stopped. This goes on for planes, cars, helmets, and many more. Whenever you are in these vehicles, I hope you notice these effects. This shows the air going in and around the object, making it faster and very efficient. Red makes it go slow, blue is the effect that makes it go very fast, green is the surface, and green is also like normal speed. Example of how aerodynamic works. There are four main forces: lift, thrust, drag, and weight. Weight in this plane or helicopter is very well because it's not too heavy, and drag on this is really good because the air soars softly through the plane or helicopter, and it goes swiftly through the helicopter, making it go really fast. Lift is the propellers lifting it, and thrust is also the propellers that are also helping in both ways, between thrust and lift. An example of a streamlined car. Aerodynamics have improved the following things in our lives. Car speed and acceleration increases. Car speed and acceleration increases due to aerodynamics, lowering the drag. We use less fuel since the cars are more streamlined. The car is smoother, and therefore we have better looking cars, fashion, and styling. How it works. It is complex, but I can explain most of it. In this scientific program, there are four main forces: drag, lift, weight, thrust. Yeah. Weight is how heavy it is. Drag is the air dragging on the object. Lift is you lifting it when you throw it. Thrust is energy that it carries. Sport and aerodynamics. If you have a helmet, you must have a bike, right? Well, there are two types of aerodynamic bikes. The first one is the sport bike. The sport bike is made for racing because it is fast bike. Normally, the sport bikes have aerodynamic back wheels. It makes them balanced and fast. Moving on to normal bikes, this includes mountain bikes and city bikes. Normal bikes. These go up to 10 miles per hour and 14 miles per hour. These are good for 8 to 11-year-olds and not so aerodynamic. Mountain bikes are more heavy and flat, so not so aerodynamic because of the weight mostly. City bikes are fast yet slow. It's because they are aerodynamic and heavy at the same time. This means that the bike is balanced. This is the most recommended bike. You probably have this type of bike at home. Here is a video that will show you aerodynamics in a much closer look with sound effects to entertain you. Also, there is a chance that you can't hear it, so just tell me if you can't hear it. Okay, so this is my short film on aerodynamics, and I'm going to be making a short introduction of my PowerPoint and my 1,000-word document. And aerodynamics is very important for everyday uses, such as cars, to make things go faster and makes them a lot more efficient, and it's just much more important that you think. And I want to show you how it works with this plane. This plane right here. And this plane is a passenger plane and a cargo plane. This plane is obviously very aerodynamic with the front. This could probably actually in real life could be really aerodynamic because the air smoothly moves around the plastic and goes like around these edges. Some parts might stop the air and stuff, but this is a little bit too heavy, though it could actually work and these engines wouldn't really work. But they made this soft so the air could just smoothly go through, though these pieces are in front of it. And the wing is also very smooth so the air can go through. And yeah, it is pretty strong. Okay, that's the video. Moving on. I did a survey on aerodynamics. I would like to tell you apart. I will tell you why it's correct and wrong. When talking about aerodynamics, you have to remember to talk about the big wings and the small wings. When the wings are smaller, they glide through the air very fast and goes efficiently through the air. But the big wings tear through the air and heavily glide. This is my survey. I have made a survey about aerodynamics. I would like to share a part of it with you. The questions were based on what they knew and understood about the topic, so I was able to speak from my point of knowledge. The general point of view was that people didn't understand that aerodynamics was a strong force that produced speed. This object could also stop quite quickly. I noted that people were not aware of the thrust, lift, weight, and drag concepts. I had some results from my survey and I want to share them with you. So I'll be showing both of them. Result 1, question 1. What do you think about aerodynamics? Air used to make things faster. A lot of people said this and it was true. Air is made to make things faster and smoothly goes through the air to make things faster. Question 2. What do you think? What do you know about aerodynamics? It's good. Something to do with air. Aerodynamics, a type of fluid. Things go faster, I think. A lot of people said things with air, something to do with air, which is true. Air goes through the object and smoothly glides, making force. Question 3. Which plane is more aerodynamic? Jet plane, propeller plane, and passenger plane. A lot of people said jet plane, which is true. A jet plane is the fastest, or not the fastest, but a really fast and aerodynamic jet plane. It has a big engine and is very aerodynamic with small wings and very small cockpit area. Moving on to results 2. Question 4. Try to put your aerodynamics into your own words. Fast air fast plane. Fluids. Fluids is not correct. It is not a fluid. It is actually it's kind of a air that goes through a object, making it go really fast. Fast air. It is fast air and air fast plane. It's not only planes, it also goes with helmets, cars, and other sort of aerodynamic things. Question 5. Overall, what do you think about aerodynamics? Good topic. It's nice. I think aerodynamics is a useful fluid. Then again, it's not a fluid. And a lot of people said it was nice and good. And it is good. It's really good for us, making our lives more efficient and honestly more easier. How can you help with aerodynamics? A lot of people liked researching. Researching is always good for getting information that you never knew. Talking is about sharing things together personally sometimes. More surveys. It does take a bit to make surveys, but after all, it'll just keep on giving them more time to think about their question and stuff. And I don't know what they could have meant by other, but I'll ask them maybe. My model / action. I worked on this model for one day. It might show that it might not show how aerodynamic it is, but it shows that how it looks is not always important. There are still some rough pieces that needs to be smoothed out. Aerodynamics states that the edges must be smooth to cut through the air. I have to smooth the edges off so that the drag is less. This is before, and there's a small video. Okay, moving on. This is after. I built it. We added a set of tape on the wings so it had a slick design. We ran tests on it, made the plane better. This proves that you just need something to make it flat. This is the test. We actually did a test, but we didn't put the video here. We didn't have time. But we did add the smooth tape. If you look closely at the plane, you will see there is some tape on the wings. That equals speed, I guess. And that means that the air can slide through efficiently going through the wing, making it faster. My See Think Wonder paper. What do you see? I see that aerodynamics can be researched more. I could also be more efficient if we use another models, planes, and cars. Yes, it could be more efficient, you know. What do you think is going on? I think aerodynamics can be modified more and made better. We can make it better by changing the designs and add more smooth edges. What does what does it make you wonder? I still wonder what will happen in the future. How will it evolve and what will it evolve into? I'm still interested about the future. Who knows what can happen in the future with aerodynamics? They might have very aerodynamic planes, but I know that it will be much better than the present day right now. This is my poster that I have made and posted around my school. This poster contains 2 pictures, a big title, a really interesting title, really artsy. It catched the people's eye and made them read it. Yeah, it's just a really interesting title and really interesting poster with that already gives them a head boost of what aerodynamics is with the air going through the car and the plane. Okay, this is near the end, so if any of you have any questions or queries, you can tell me now. Go ahead if you have any questions.
I think it was very good because you didn't look at your bullet points; you just knew it by head. So that's really good, Bruno.
Thank you for the feedback. And yeah, I tried to do my best on this. So, websites that help. Life Science is a really useful website. It helped me with life science. Life science comes up, and then you can just keep on reading, and it's really interesting about history and other sciencey things. This is on my survey. This is the survey that I talked about. And this is my big word writing. This is the big word writing containing a lot of info about aerodynamics, about 1,000 words. Thank you all very much for listening. Before I end it, I would like to talk about the credits. Be ready. Isaac, Villa, Gustav, Ziu, Rachel, Santi, Mario, Krishna, Bruce, Brian, Moira, and Daniel. Thank you all for helping me with this exhibition. And before I go, I wanted to show you this, the 100-word writing. Here, this is the 100-word writing. It has pictures while also having a lot of information, a lot of writing. I worked really hard in this 100-word writing. Some of the info contains this, and I put it in the PowerPoint because I didn't want you missing out with all this great information. You guys can always go press on this link. I'll send you the PowerPoint maybe. And these are some websites and photos that they helped. And this is the conclusion. Yeah. Thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed.
So, well done. Well done, Bruno. Good.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, Bruno.
Bye. Good luck in class, I think.